Welcome to The Long List, a podcast where we celebrate movies and other pop culture through the storied art of rankings. There are no wrong answers, no bad opinions, and hot takes are always encouraged. I'm Josh Muller. With me, as always, is my brother Jack Muller. And this episode is all about our guy, the one and only, everyone's guy, Steven Spielberg.
Big Steve.
Big Steve. Big Steve always gets a piece.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He's in he gets a piece of every movie.
He's in everything.
This will be a 2-part episode. This is
Yes.
part 1. So if you're listening now, wonderful. And stay tuned for next week on our part 2. We've been circling this for a while. This is one of our collective favorite filmmakers. I think that's easy to say. I would think that's probably the case for many people. He's had a long, prolific, and storied career. Time to show him some love here on The Long List.
I'm ready.
If you would like to reach out to us, our email is thelonglistpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Anything you like. All right. Kind of tough to know where to start. I actually struggled with this document a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to really encompass this man.
Yeah, and it's also one that we've kind of been like, oh, we'll do Spielberg eventually.
Yeah, we're going to do Spielberg.
It
now
comes
it's here,
up,
and it's like, oh, geez.
It's like, how do we
do
begin
this?
Yeah. So,
Also, we should say he's got Disclosure Day coming out. So, we're recording, we're releasing this in celebration of that happening.
yeah, so that's coming out. I've already seen some people seeing early releases.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it comes out wide on June 12th, which
Yes.
is a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're intending to release both of these episodes, and then following Friday would be June 12th when we can all go see it.
Yeah.
We also talked about waiting until after the movie comes out, but then we kind of want to focus on Disclosure Day.
We've got enough to...
There's a lot of stuff here to hit.
Yeah. Right.
So we don't want to...
Got plenty of movies here.
We don't want to poison our mind with new Spielberg
I know.
movies. And by the way, the reactions are good.
The reactions are pretty good. They're throwing around best film in 20 years.
Oh, the reactions are good.
I meant to check officially, but best film in 20 years, are they implying that, I don't know what, Munich, I guess, was his last great film? I don't know. I mean, Lincoln. Come on.
Lincoln.
We talking better
a lot
than
of people
Lincoln?
really like West Side Story and The Fabelmans.
Are
we talking better than
we
Lincoln?
talking better than Lincoln?
Because that's pretty good. I had all these things up, and then my daughter was using my computer, and so I had to.
Yeah. Did you see she wrote in our doc? On
How
part
did you?
2?
How did you see that she wrote it in? Was it? She
said hi and then dash Lily.
Oh my God. She
So
was
cute.
messing with, she was editing things this morning. She's like, you spelt this wrong. You spelt this wrong.
Oh my
It's like, it
gosh.
doesn't matter. It's an audio thing. She's like, well, you spelt it wrong. I switched it for you. I was like, oh my God, I should have left my computer open. Lily, man, it's going to be a
Hilarious.
good editor someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. 20 years ago. Yeah. Munich, Indiana Jones of the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Hopefully it's better than that.
Yep.
We're going to get to all these movies. I guess we could eventually just read the filmography. But so what I had was he's been in our lives from the beginning. I thought this was interesting thing to talk about. I didn't know where, so I'll do it now. I bet this goes for a lot of people where some of his all-time classics are kid-appropriate movies. And therefore, multiple generations have likely grown up with a Steven Spielberg movie.
Right.
No matter what it is.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't know that's a Steven Spielberg movie at the time you watch it because you're just a kid. But E.T., Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, even Jaws, those were some of his first movies. Not Jurassic Park, but they're kid appropriate to a certain age. And they will likely hit that wonder aspect that he's going for. And so he's just been in our lives since most of us were kids.
Yeah, and he continued every once in a while making kid movies. Or,
Yeah.
now the kids who are growing up today have 10 Steven Spielberg kids movies to watch as
At
opposed to
least,
5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it seems like every, 10 years he really makes an iconic, I don't want to say kids movie because that seems like it's dumbing it down a little bit,
No,
but
yeah,
they are
sorry.
movies for kids.
Yeah.
And, when we watched E.T. for the first time, that had already been out for 10 years,
Right.
and it was great. And now I'm showing my kids E.T. and I'm showing my kids Jurassic Park when we grew, and then it's one of James's favorite movies, Jurassic Park. So he's going to show his kids Jurassic Park. It just, the cycle goes on because he's been doing this so prolifically for such a long time.
Yeah.
So
It's really awesome. He definitely gets that wonder across.
yeah,
That childlike wonder.
it's going to come up.
Yep.
This has to be my most watched director if you count rewatches. I don't think it's.
Oh,
I don't even know who would be second.
It's crazy to think that like 5 of his movies just were on repeat in our home.
Yeah.
I mean, more. So, a good 5.
Whatever, 5,
6,
7, whatever it is. We just watch them
always
constantly.
rewatch
Like
them.
again, before I probably totally realized this is Steven Spielberg Inc.
Although, conversely, I think that he was our first person we were like, oh, this is
our guy. Yeah.
Or like, I couldn't name you a bunch of directors, but I could tell you who Steven Spielberg was back when I was like 8.
Totally. And I mean, he's had some clunkers. He doesn't bat 1,000, but it just seems like his career has gone on such interesting turns, and yet he always comes up with like a classic every sometimes 5 years, sometimes 2 years, but like every 12 years, he'll just be like, okay, it's time for you guys to remember who I am.
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah, peaks and valleys. And he's always working.
Always.
The guy loves to work.
If he's, in post-production for a movie, he's in pre-production for another movie.
Yeah.
If he's shooting a movie, he's editing a movie at the same time.
Yeah. And he's also one of the most prolific producers in Hollywood, too.
Right.
So he's got his fingers in a lot of different pies. He produced a play. He did a documentary on John Williams. He has several businesses. He opened a restaurant about something. I mean, the guy's just constantly working.
It was a submarine sandwich restaurant.
Yeah. While being one of the most prolific directors is he 80 now? He's probably in his 80s.
Yeah.
So
Bad we don't know right off the top of our head how
I'm going to say
old
he's
he is.
79. That's a guess. I just got a finger on the pulse of my guy, Steve. Jack, if you had to, you got it? 79?
79.
Of course he is.
Pretty good.
Explain, if you can, what Steven Spielberg means to you.
Guy really knows how to make a movie. Pulling at heartstrings, master of suspense, elicits great performances from experienced and unexperienced actors. Very intentional with everything he's putting on screen all the time. Like we kind of just touched on, he reflects a childlike wonder in such a good way. All of his films are like imaginative and full, his thing is like imaginative, fun kind of adventure storytelling. And it's usually someone in pursuit of like figuring out, how to find family or freedom against adversity.
Yeah.
And where, filling in the holes.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. He certainly has his avenue with which he likes to tell his stories, a lot of them, and they are like the childlike wonder. They are someone who is either separated for his family or estranged from their family and trying to work out the hole that leaves in someone's soul. That's really good. He also, you mentioned, I forget exactly what you said, but he's just such a technically brilliant director, and I feel like that gets lost. Like a lot of people, the detractors will say this is all surface level. He's operating from the same themes, but if you just look at like certain like Munich, I wouldn't say one of his more celebrated movies. It's really good. Yeah, it got nominated, but I don't feel like it lives on like. I mean, it's hard to live on like when you've directed 10 of the best films ever made, but. I don't feel like I've had too many Munich conversations in the past.
But maybe we should.
Maybe we should. And my point is that when he's directing some of those suspenseful scenes, he knows exactly where the camera needs to go to show you what you need to know as the audience. He's very good at visual storytelling.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly how to operate in a given space so that you know where all the action is going, you know where all the suspense is coming from, and you're never confused. No matter how much he moves the camera, no matter how much he changes focus on what you're seeing on screen, you're never confused about where you are in a certain space and what you're supposed to be gleaning from it. Now, maybe
he's all about geography.
It's all about geography of the scene. And I was mentioning Munich because of that scene with the telephone where he's calling, and then the daughter picks up, and it's like, oh. We can't do it.
Hearing all these different people's perspectives.
All the different people's perspective, and he's changing focus. He's moving the camera to this. There's a truck parked here, so the main guys can't see that the daughter is coming back into the apartment because she forgot something or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can see it as the audience member, and then you are building tension because you know that they can't see it. It's just really, really good however he moves his camera around. And a lot of people will say that that's just natural.
Yeah,
he's always
That's what I was going
that.
to say. It's apparently super instinctual. Everybody on set says that he's just like knows exactly what he's doing, and will just be like, we're going to go here, and then we're going to go here, and then we're going to go here. And it's just like, whoa, he just like came up with that, not came up with that out of nowhere, but
sometimes,
he,
yes.
just pulls it out. Yeah. And
Because
he's said before that like, there was some filmmaker who told him, if you're ever on set and you don't know what you're doing, don't let anybody know that you don't
let
know.
anybody know.
Yeah. Just be confident. And people say he's just like super confident, and you never know. He just pulls out all the stops.
But on the flip side, he himself says if he goes into it and knows exactly what he wants and feels comfortable, then he doesn't feel right about it. He has to feel that, I don't know if fear is the right word, but he has to feel that anxiety that I'm not sure I'm going to get what I need today. And that makes him create some of his best work because he's thinking about solutions and how to tell the story, and he focuses on the right things. So he himself says that. Excuse me.
He also does it in a way in which, growing up watching these movies, you don't know that it's his filmmaking that's eliciting these responses, that's getting these responses from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like with some filmmakers, some auteurs, they're doing very you're like, oh, this is a stylized on purpose thing, that they're moving the camera in this sort of way. But it's just like his angles and his editing or telling the story visually without you realizing that, oh, this is Spielberg making these calls. Just feels like a movie.
Just feels like a movie. It feels, and again, I can only keep going back to focus, but it feels like he knows exactly where the audience needs to be focused on to generate the most emotional response. And he seems to have some sort of like internal instinct about what you're seeing and how to garner those emotions.
Yeah.
And oftentimes he uses some of the best scripts. Like that's all part of it too. Dialogue, characterization, that's all great too. But as far as just actually moving the camera for where you, the audience members, to need to see the next piece of action to develop some sort of emotional reaction to it, he just does that so well with or without dialogue.
Yeah.
Like we talked about the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark for 17 of our 50 episodes or whatever. But the way that camera follows his character around, you don't even know what you're looking. And we've all seen it 1,000 times, so you're watching. But the first time you're watching Indiana Jones, you don't know who this guy is. They're just walking through the jungle.
Dialogue.
There's no dialogue. He breaks out a whip. He snaps off the guy's gun. He puts on the hat, and then they reveal Harrison Ford. That's after like 3 minutes of walking through the jungle, not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
And then there is dialogue in the temple, but that doesn't need to be.
No.
Like, you remember the spiders, you remember the idol and the darts coming out of the wall, and you remember the big ball coming down, the boulder coming down. But you don't remember what he says.
Yeah.
Throw me the idol. Actually, do remember what he says, but
Pretty good.
and there's 1,000. I mean, we just chose Munich and Indiana Jones. There's 1,000 examples of this.
Yeah, he does it in every movie, even if it's not a memorable movie. Still doing it.
He's still got it. Do you think he means so much to us because the movies he released when we were kids? Like,
well, you mean released when we were kids, or
movies that had been released when we were kids?
Yeah, because when I was a kid, he was releasing Saving Private Ryan and Schindler's List. You know what I mean?
Also good.
Yeah, all the movies, the first movies I was watching were
they were already
already out.
Yeah,
and we probably shouldn't have watched Jaws as early as we did. But we did.
I was 5 years older. I was, I was good. You were shockingly young, but still good.
Banger.
But I guess that's my point. Like, if you do, we're going to do it at some point. But if you do like his best, 15 films, I would say probably 8 of them were in the first, 20 years rather than the second 20 years. Mm-hmm. That doesn't sound like, that's half. That doesn't sound like a big deal at all. 10 of them, 12 of them.
Yeah.
8 of them is exactly half. That actually would be perfect. I didn't do that
I
right.
kind of lost track of what you were talking
That's
about.
all right. It's it turned into a math equation. The point is I would say
No
most
math
of
in
his
this episode.
iconic movies are probably in the first maybe third of his career.
Yeah.
His really, truly, the ones that go up on the Hall of Fame placard.
Yes.
Is he the best American director of all time?
Yes.
I think I agree. If you
He
go
represents American film
the best
to its core.
Yeah. If you're going pure excellence, you could probably sneak somebody in there. If you go longevity, I don't know that anybody beats him. If you combine the two, I think there's really only one counterpart. And
John
that's
Ford.
Oh, well, that's true. No, you're right. I was going like his modern contemporary, which would be Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
But I guess if you go further back in Hollywood, John Ford, probably another hard debate. I'm not as familiar with the catalog, but
Really? I think you'd be surprised.
no. I mean, I've seen a lot of them, but he's
Yeah.
made so many. To your point,
that's why I think
I've
he's
probably
I think
seen-
that's the biggest counterpart.
Yeah.
And because of how American his movies are.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
you want
true.
to say.
Yeah, I've probably seen 10 John Ford movies. I'm just pulling that number off the top of my head. I don't really know.
Yeah, sure.
And he's made what, like 50? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whereas I've
Very long
seen
career.
pretty much all of the. I've only not seen one Steven Spielberg movie.
Pretty good. I haven't seen.
It's going to rank at the bottom of my list.
I haven't seen like 5.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll fill you in.
Thanks.
So the structure of this episode, we got a few lists that we're going to do here. We're going to break down his career pretty quick. And then this one's going to be kind of a standard one. And then we have a few more games and exercises for part 2 that Jack especially doesn't know about. So that's going to be fun. So,
Stoked.
and then
Not to
at
win.
the end of, well, it's just a game
Just
for you.
against myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of
My own
part
worst enemy.
2, we will rank all the Steven Spielberg movies that we have and that we feel comfortable ranking. And then we will try to, I think we decided, do a long list top 10. Is that still on the table?
Yeah. I made a top 15. There are
Okay.
15 films that I will say I ranked my 15 favorite Spielbergs.
That's good. That's great. I ranked them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go quickly.
Well, you just got to do the first part quickly. Once you get to 15.
Once we get to
Then
15, we
then
can slow down. All right, some stats for you. Is that where we are?
Mm-hmm.
Some stats for you. The imagination started early with our guy, Steve. Made a lot of home movies as a kid. Was a child of divorce. We don't always love to get into the personal life, but this is a big deal with him because
Very big deal.
he's been exploring this thematically throughout his entire career.
And had a abrupt change about halfway through.
Yeah, you want to talk about that now?
Sure.
I don't know when he discovered this.
They don't make it totally clear,
Okay.
which is kind of interesting.
So for a huge portion of Steven Spielberg's
I think he
life
says about-
into adulthood.
Right. I think about 15 years of his career,
Okay.
he was making movies under the assumption that his father kind of abandoned the family.
Yeah.
So those 15 years, there are a lot of bad dads in
bad dads
in those movies. That's a huge
A lot of absentee fathers.
even in the kids' movies, or even in Indiana Jones, it comes up.
it comes up. At some point,
Yes.
Steven Spielberg was told, realized, whatever, that it was really his mom who ran away with his dad's best friend.
Right.
And it was really more of his mom that left the family, and his dad just loved the mom so much and didn't want to hurt anybody and kind of took the brunt force of that trauma.
Yeah. And then they became close.
And then they came back together. They were estranged for a while. They came back together later
Right.
in life. And his dad lived to like 103 or something. So he did get a lot of years with Steven Spielberg
Nice.
at the end. And the mom and dad never really officially got back together, but definitely as they were much older, kind of got back together, sort of. And anyway, a lot of that stuff.
Good
Anyway,
story.
so they explore that a lot in the movie The Fabelmans,
Yes.
which was made in 2022, I think.
Yeah.
And was a very personal film, as you can imagine, for Steven Spielberg. Another personal thing, he had an extraterrestrial imaginary friend as a kid to cope with some of this stuff. So filed that one in for later.
Yeah.
Got to start in television, worked with the great Joan Crawford on Night Galley. Crawford was initially nervous about being directed by a guy in his early 20s, but would later sing his praises to the studio executives and to Spielberg himself through a written letter. And she told Detroit journalist Shirley Eder, go interview that kid because he's going to be the biggest director of all time.
Good call by Joan.
Not 100% sure if that's true. That's what I found on the internet.
Yeah.
It makes for a good story.
A lot of Hollywood stories in this guy's career.
We're not done with them yet either. But as they say, I think they mentioned this in something regarding Steven Spielberg, but it's also a famous line from The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. When you have the truth and the legend, print the legend. Mm-hmm. You know who also operated under that? Your guy, Larry McMurtry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lonesome Dove. Just print the good stuff. Did some TV movies. Duel was one, and Duel is awesome. Duel doesn't really count on his filmography because it was a TV movie, but they later released it, and I'm counting it.
I like it.
First actual theatrical movie was The Sugarland Express in 1974. Pretty good. Not great. Pretty good.
He's doing a lot of Spielberg in it.
You see the movements. He's got the surface level stuff. It's a fun movie. And it's fun to go back to and be like, oh, this is, I see it. It's not there, but I see it.
Well, and I think that's how everybody felt at the time. They were like,
yeah, there was
who's
one,
this guy?
There was one, who was it? There was one film critic, Pauline Kael, who was like, this isn't that good, but you can see that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Sort of a thing. Next film, a little bit bigger, 1975, Jaws.
Biggest movie of all time at the time.
At the time.
No
biggest
big deal.
movie of all time.
26 years old.
It's so big that it's like a before and after moment of Hollywood. There was movies before Jaws and movies after Jaws. You could say some of that is a negative thing.
Right.
Because then
many people do.
People realized how commercially successful the movie industry could be, and that changed things forever.
That and Star Wars.
We're still dealing with that. Yeah,
right.
Star Wars, exactly. It's really good. It's still beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Just had a 50th anniversary. I saw it in the theater. It is my favorite movie of all time, as we've discussed. Yeah. So we're not going to have a whole lot of negative speak on this show.
And just honestly, one of the best movie stories of all time.
Yeah, it's so good.
Just
you combine everything.
I mean, the production of
the
story of the production behind it.
Didn't work.
Everybody was just like, this movie's going to bomb. And it just
did terrible. This is the best.
The exact opposite. It was the biggest movie of all time. It's crazy.
This is an impromptu QT corner. But I do know that Quentin Tarantino loves Jaws, thinks it's the best movie ever. Not his favorite.
Right.
And he says a perfect movie. You can't say anything bad about it. It might not be your cup of tea, but there's nothing bad you can say about Jaws because it's perfect. He says it's the best movie, not film, movie ever. I think that's a fun distinction. Mm-hmm. And then after Jaws, we're off. We could go, I don't know if at some point if we just read off the filmography. I'm not going to do it here. But he has directed 34 theatrical releases. As we said, Duel doesn't technically count. Disclosure Day, upcoming June 12th, will be his 35th. There's also some Poltergeist rumors in there. But he's not credited as the director. He was heavily on the producer.
He wrote it.
There's some rumors that he stepped in for some times. But
yeah.
That's all we're going to say. We're going to move on. Total,
like you said, he's got his fingers in a bunch of movies.
Got him. Total worldwide gross. 10 billion, 750 million.
First director to ever make $1 billion.
Which was?
At what point did he hit his billionth dollar?
No. He's okay.
I'm saying I think I know that he's the first person to have his career hit $1 billion, which was back in the 80s or the early 80s.
He was also the first director to make a $1 billion movie. All right, hold that because I have it coming up later. Not much later. Adjusted for inflation, that 10.75 billion is closer to 25 billion. So
jeez,
pretty good. His films have garnered a combined 147 Oscar nominations. And
my God,
35 wins. Steven Spielberg himself has been nominated 24 times and has 3 wins. Jack, can you name me the wins?
Schindler's List for directing and picture.
That's correct.
And
You don't get to
No.
notes.
I'm looking at his filmography.
All right, I'll allow you to do that.
And himself. Shoot. Damn. Lincoln? No.
Nope. Give you one more guess.
He himself. Should I know this?
You should know it in the next 3 seconds, one way or the other.
Don't know it.
Saving Private Ryan got Best Director. Didn't get Best Picture.
Oh, yeah. That was dumb.
That was dumb.
That
He
was
should have
bad.
got Best Picture.
No, I was dumb that I didn't get that.
Oh.
But yeah, and
That's
it's dumb
fine.
that it didn't get Best Picture.
What is the highest grossing Steven Spielberg movie? It's somewhat surprising.
Not Jurassic Park, then I take it.
No, it's Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
It's somewhat surprising because it's so long ago, and it's still the highest grossing. That was also the first movie ever to break $1 billion at the box office. So good job by our guy Steve. Got a lot of
Did you see
points
it in
on that.
theaters?
I think so. I don't remember.
You had to have.
I had a
you were, like,
poster of
10.
it on my wall, like early on,
I remember.
and at that
Always
point I had seen.
Confused me.
Yeah, there was like
'Cause-
a tire hanging.
Because there's a
and it was
tire
like,
hanging out his mouth.
looked
and
like
it's
a
just like,
big tooth or something.
yeah, it's like, what is that?
Yeah, the poster was. I was.
Cool
Yeah,
poster.
it was just awesome poster. One of only 22 people, Jack, with an EGOT, an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. He got his. I had to look these up.
Tony was Color Purple, I take it.
No, because that was a movie.
No, the play.
Well, I don't think he.
He produced that play.
Okay, well, he didn't win a Tony for it.
Oh.
He won a Tony for a play he produced called A Strange Loop.
Hmm.
And he won a Grammy for Best Music on Film. The movie was the music by John Williams. If I was in that competition, I'd be like, let's hang on a second. This guy gets a Grammy for directing a movie about music that he didn't write.
Well, what's the award?
The category is called Best Music on Film. And the movie was
I think that means best movie about music.
I agree.
So he made the movie. So he gets.
But if I were in the competition,
John Williams has enough Grammys. I'm sure.
just saying, if I was in the, I was like, we're gonna give this to Steven Spielberg. I worked. It was like, I don't know who else was nominated. Let's say some Joe Schmo guy was nominated, and they give Steven Spielberg a Grammy over me when he's just making a documentary about his friend who gets all the music. I'd be like, can we share the love? He's just making a documentary about John Williams. John Williams should get the
That's
Grammy.
probably what all the
I'm just
movies
saying.
are. The other one could have been a documentary about Bruce Springsteen or something.
I'd be upset.
And it would be the director, not
It's
Bruce
like, this
Springsteen
guy has
getting it.
1,000 Oscar nominations. We can't hook it up for Joe Schmo documentary maker. We got to give it to Steven Spielberg for who didn't write the music.
I like it.
I mean,
I
it
think
gets
it's a
him an
great call.
It gets him an EGOT. So I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Notable collaborations. Speaking of, Jack, can you guess the actor that Steven Spielberg has worked with the most?
I'd say Tom Hanks.
You are right. 5 times. I guess we could list them off. Saving Private Ryan, The Post. What else?
Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of Spies. The Terminal.
It was funny
and
when
something else.
you put that in the doc. I didn't look it up. I could have just cheated, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was just sitting there being like, well, Tom Hanks has got to be like up there. And then they just kept on coming. I'm like, oh yeah, it's got to be Tom Hanks.
Which one am I forgetting?
Oh,
Catch Me If You Can. Forgot about that. Damn. Good job. Okay, where are we? He's had a long working relationship with Michael Kahn, his editor, who basically edited everything from Close Encounters on. That's pretty good. Close Encounters was what, 77, I think? Sarah Broshar co-edited West Side Story with Michael Kahn, and Carol Littleton edited E.T. So those are the only 2 times. Janusz Kaminski has been a cinematographer since Schindler's List. And of course, John Williams. Long relationship there.
oh yeah.
Got him the EGOT. The only ones that I could find that he didn't score were The Color Purple.
Got him the EGOT. I'm looking it up right now also.
The Color Purple, Ready Player One, The Post, and Bridge of Spies are the only ones that I could find that John Williams didn't score. I'm not sure if that's 100% right, but all right. Our first list for our guy. Then we're going to take a break. Steven Spielberg has a style. He has a lot of reoccurring themes. Has some movies, has some moves that he goes back to. For this list, we're doing things that make you know you're watching a Steven Spielberg movie.
Okay. Piece by Piece, Pharrell Williams. Don't know what it is. Animated biographical documentary comedy film. Follows the life of Pharrell Williams. And Pharrell got nominated.
Yeah, but he's making a movie about himself, a musician.
Right, no, I'm saying to your point.
Oh, yeah. You see?
Oh. No, John Williams got a Grammy too. Like John Williams is the main Grammy winner.
So he just stood along for the ride. He just threw his name on the producer's list just so he can get an EGOT. That's the only
Ron
thing
Howard
this
and
was.
Brian Grazer and Kathleen Kennedy are all also won for that film.
All those jokers, they're all in everything together. I call bullshit.
Devo, Live at Royal Albert Hall, Ray, Relentless, Diane Warren.
I'm losing interest.
To your point. To my point. It's the only movie I'd watch there.
Oh, man.
All right, let's do the list.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sorry.
Things that make you know you're watching a Steven Spielberg movie. What do you got? I have 6.
I have 4.
Oh, okay. I bet. Okay, go ahead.
Men in Suits.
Okay.
I thought of that. Then I literally couldn't find a movie. I couldn't think of a movie without men in suits in it.
Without men in suits?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Name one.
E.T.?
No, the detective's wearing suit. The main guy.
He's wearing jeans and a shirt. His name's
Yeah,
Keys in the credits.
They're wearing suits.
I don't think they're wearing suits.
The government guys?
Maybe at the very end of the movie. Okay. Jurassic Park, there's a lawyer. There's one guy wearing a suit.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
And he's the loser lawyer, and he's wearing a suit. That's how he's represented.
All right, fine. I like it.
Strained family relationships.
This is a little more my speed.
The John Williams Twinkle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And lens flares and soft lighting is my number 1.
We pretty much were right there. I had Absentee Fathers as number 6. Smoke, Steam, and Fog as number 5.
Yeah.
Luminous Windows.
Ah.
A lot of light coming through windows in his movies.
Like pretty much all the lighting is kind of the Steven Spielberg thing.
Especially in the later ones with our guy Janusz.
Right.
I put John Williams number 3, just John Williams in general. Elite Camera Movement is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Childlike Wonder is number 1.
Yeah.
So we talked about all that stuff.
Right.
Steve. It's our guy. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some more lists. Be right back. All right, we're back. Talking about our guy, Steve. We're back. Also a Steven Spielberg produced animated movie from the mid-90s.
Pretty good.
I remember Adam was the one that was like, "Oh, we're back, Steven Spielberg movie." I was like, "It's not a Steven Spielberg movie. He produced it. He produces everything." Also, a good
His name's
time
on the cover, I think.
Well, I would be too if I was him.
Yeah. Same year as Jurassic Park.
Yeah, got to get all those dinosaur dollars, you know.
Right.
We should also mention now that
It was a coup.
That we wanted Adam on for this pod. We've hinted at it.
True.
The whole time leading up to it.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
It was either, do we do it after Disclosure Day comes out? Do we do it before? This was the plan. We had already started it. He couldn't make it. He wouldn't have been able to, I think he said like late June. And then at that point, Disclosure Day would have been
Doesn't
out for a
work.
couple weeks. It's like, this
got a
is
tight schedule here on the
got a
long
tight
list.
schedule. So we'll get Adam back on the podcast for something fun soon. Talking about maybe a draft. Talking about a couple other things.
Okay.
So we're not really sure. Maybe Mr. Murray joins him. Shout out Mr. Murray. But he's not on this one, which is kind of a drag. So shout out Adam, sort of.
R.I.P. On the spot.
We're going to do a classic now, the Jetpack Spielberg edition, characters from Steven Spielberg movies that we would want to get a beer with. Aptly named by Jack's fiance, the Jetpack list. Would you like me to go first? Or do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
I got 11 here.
11. Wow. I only did. I kept it to 5.
Nice. Look at you.
I know.
I got Peter Coyote's character in
Keys?
in E.T. Is Keys?
I think he's named Keys in the credits.
Because he has keys.
Because he has keys.
Nice. Got John Anderton.
John Anderton is who?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, right.
In Minority Report. Just want to get a beer with Tom Cruise. I don't think he drinks, but I'd love to.
He certainly does a lot of drugs in that movie.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just talking about Tom Cruise in general.
Oh, okay. Just Tom Cruise. Okay, great.
Well, I mean, he's represented here. I guess it could have been the War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise.
Tough hang. A little bit of a tougher hang.
Yeah.
Well, they're both kind of a tough hang.
For sure. Mike Horvath.
Don't know who that
That's
is.
Sizemore in Saving Private Ryan. That's another one. It's just like, I just need to get a drink with Sizemore.
Another
incredible
real
casting.
Life, risky moves.
Well, one night only. You know,
Still, play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
It's true. He was banned from doing any sort of thing. Drug tested every day on the set of that film.
On the set of Saving Private Ryan.
Steven Spielberg just needed him. He's like, I need
That's
Sizemore.
crazy that it was such a risky move. He's like, this is the guy, and he's great in the movie.
Oh, he's perfect.
Yeah,
Dr. Ian Malcolm.
made my list.
Didn't make Adams.
Didn't make Adam's list.
Didn't make Adams in one movie. He made mine in a whole 35 films.
Yeah.
E.T.
The actual E.T.
Yeah, he drinks a beer in it.
That's true. He drinks a Coors Classic, Coors Banquet beer.
Good hang.
Probably make a real connection
Right.
very quickly.
I'm saying.
An emotional connection.
Only one of us has to drink.
Does he think E.T.'s thoughts? He feels what E.T. feels.
Including being drunk.
Including being drunk while he's dissecting and using a scalpel.
Number 6, Maria from West Side Story. Just had to do
Fair
it.
enough.
Just had to sneak
Yeah, I
one in
got
there.
you. Yeah. I think she's 17 in that movie, but okay.
Not in real life, though. Damn it.
I kept mine all
Ruins my whole
dudes
list. I'm sure you
for
did.
respect for my wife.
Number 5, Salah.
Oh, yeah, good one. I'm
sure he could put a few back.
sure he could.
Sing a song, maybe.
Oh, man. Have some dates.
Mm-hmm. Number 4, Captain John Miller.
I thought about it. We only have
Got
one
stories.
repeat at this point.
Number 3, Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Now we have 2.
Number 2, Quint.
I don't actually think that would be fun.
Oh, it'd be great.
It seems like a
Best scene in the movie.
seems like it would be a tough hang.
No. What?
That guy's like constantly drunk and he's just berating everybody the entire time. Like it sounds great, but like maybe a beer and then that's what it is.
Exactly. That's what
It's
that's
a beer.
list
That's
is.
right. You're right.
Mhm.
That's a list.
Number 1, Indiana Jones.
Yep. Our list is different.
Okay.
Number 5, I had Henry Jones,
Oh, okay.
the dad.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Kind of a tough hang.
Nah, he seems great.
Kind of a dick.
Indiana Jones is kind of a dick, but he gets that from his father, I
funny,
suppose. Number 4, I had Lincoln. Really want to pick that guy's
Just
brain for a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 3, I had Ian Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about chaos theory,
Right.
all that kind of stuff. Leather jackets,
He's seen dinosaurs.
big pile of shit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Number 2, I had Colin Farrell from Minority Report.
Thought about it.
He seems like he's like willing to get deep philosophically when
Yeah.
they're talking about, is that ball going to hit the ground or is
love
not
Colin
going to hit
Farrell.
the ground? It's great.
That's better than mine.
And plus, in real life, Colin Farrell, he's sober, so I felt a little guilty. But this is the character.
I don't know if he was at the time.
He was not at the time. Decidedly not. And there's a couple movies where he's like, I honestly don't even remember making the movie.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of a. But he's, you know what? Shout out to Colin Farrell. He cleaned himself up. He does great
Yeah.
work. Number 1, I had Shmi.
I thought about it.
Bob Hoskins from Hook.
Damn it.
Seems like
That's
a great
great.
guy to get a drink with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
I knew you were going to do Smee.
It's great.
I was like, I'm not going to put him on here because Josh will get him.
I definitely got him. So that's my list. Jetpack. Shout out to Jetpack.
Shout out Jetpack.
This is kind of a fun one. We already did like what's the most Spielberg thing from a movie. This is the least Spielbergian movies. We have 5 or however many you want, I guess. 5 least Spielbergian movies that he has directed.
Really hard.
I actually thought it was pretty easy.
I only did 4. Couldn't even think of a 5th.
Okay, well, you might have to nitpick mine a little bit.
Okay, let me hear it.
All right, so I got The Terminal. It's basically just a rom-com. Like, there's
Yeah,
Steven Spielberg moves in it, but if you would have told me that he directed Tom Hanks just hanging out in an airport in a rom-com, I would have been like, that's not a Spielberg movie.
Yeah. It just came out when he was like visually doing like very similar things.
Yes.
So it looks like Catch Me If You Can.
I give you that.
Yeah.
Number 4, I had 1941. This is really the only movie that I'm sure I haven't seen of his. And it's a screwball comedy and everybody hates it and nobody likes it. So of all the research I was doing the last couple of weeks, I was like, I'm going to put this last. If I get to it, great. I didn't get to it. The rest of the movies I've seen at some point in my life. There's one other one that I haven't seen recently, and I'm just going off of vibes when I rank the final thing. But I'll get to that when I get to that. So 1941. I haven't seen it. It's weird that it comes up on a list because I haven't
clips.
seen it.
It seems pretty bad.
I've seen clips. It looks really bad, and it just seems like it's not a Spielberg movie. So
Yeah,
I'm just going with that.
It made my list.
Number 3, Adventures of Tintin. We just watched this together.
I thought about that one too. Terminal and Tintin were the 2 that I was playing around with.
Yeah.
But it's though
Part
visually
of it,
it's very different.
Yeah.
It's
kind of the opposite.
Story-wise. Yeah, exactly.
It's opposite of
The Terminal.
It's an adventure story. So you're like, oh, Spielberg, but
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it because it's all animation and very specific animation. Whereas Terminal, you wouldn't think he would do that, but the way he did it feels very
Yeah,
Spielberg.
I don't like it.
Which one? Tintin? I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I had a good time.
Boring.
Boring. Didn't think it was boring. You were in a grumpy mood.
Jeez.
Number 2, Munich. Pretty dark, pretty intense.
This is his dark period though. This is like his 5 years of doing
Just saying.
intense.
It's pretty dark and like mean spirited. I mean, it's well
spirited. It's
well, just like the whole point is them going out and killing people. It just doesn't feel like a Spielbergian topic to do.
It is. It's him talking about post 9/11.
No, I get it.
It's. Yeah.
Oh, I remembered something I wanted to put in Flex that I didn't. That I'll have to remember when we do that list.
I think I know what it is.
You probably do. I get what you're saying, and the flares feel Spielbergian, but just the subject matter really
Men in
just
suits,
does
dude.
not.
Hell, people in suits in that movie.
They're kind of just wearing normal clothes throughout most of the movie.
Not our guy with the horn rimmed glasses.
Mance Raider?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
He's
He was wearing a suit the whole time. Yeah, except when they find him naked in bed with a hole in his head. And number 1, I did The Color Purple.
Yeah. This one that's my number 1 as well.
I'm not super familiar with the subject matter. I haven't read the book, but it's said that the book is much grimier, much grittier, and he turns it into like a Spielbergian sort of looking film, and everybody's like, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a story about black struggle. He himself admitted it. If he got the chance to do it today, he wouldn't do it. He's not the right person to direct it. I think everybody knows that. In the mid 80s, sadly, people weren't really thinking about this with big time, big budget films about, well, hey, this is a black story. Let's get a black director and storyteller. They do that a little bit more now, and they do it in smaller films in the 80s. Spike Lee's doing a lot of underground,
Right.
Independent work and getting it to major studios. So he's doing it. But this really should not have been a Steven Spielberg movie. It's fine. It's not bad, but it just doesn't feel right. And I think that's it was never not going to happen when he chose to do this story.
Yeah.
It's
him bringing his style to a story that shouldn't have that style.
Yeah. And really
and shouldn't be told by a white man.
Exactly. So it's not a terrible movie, but it feels off, and that I think that's the genesis why. Please.
1941.
Yeah.
Schindler's List.
I thought about putting that on there.
It is a huge moment in his career, though,
Right.
and something that was very personal, but obviously a story that he felt needed to be told.
Conversely to The Color Purple,
Exactly.
this is a story about Jewish struggle, and
Yeah.
it was famously originally going to be done by Martin Scorsese, and they had some back alley dealing where, hey, you direct this, I'll direct this, because I think Scorsese realized he shouldn't be directing that. This is not my story to tell.
Right.
This is Steve's story to tell. And you're right. It doesn't really feel a lot like a Steven Spielberg
And
movie.
he intentionally did that.
Yeah.
He did very little flexing on the camera work. It's all handheld. Like he didn't want to do any of his things. He made it different on purpose.
Yes.
So
No, it makes perfect sense.
In that case, it is an un-Steven Spielberg because it's so personal to him.
Right.
But the film itself as a document,
it's an outlier in his filmography, tone and feeling and subject matter. However, it's a wonderful movie. He did a phenomenal job and got rewarded for it.
Number 2, I had Ready Player One.
I thought about it. I went with Tintin.
It's surface level, like thinking about it. Oh yeah, it's like that sounds like a Steven Spielberg movie, but like the fact that he is like putting all of his things into a movie and all of it, I don't know.
Well, surface level
it was on the nose.
Yeah. And surface level is a good way to say it because I do feel like that whole movie is surface level.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the typical Spielbergian heart.
No.
I still enjoyed watching it.
I did too.
I had a good time, but it's
kind of
not,
lost me at the end. And I think that's part of it is like his movies end good. You know what I mean? He
knows how to wrap it up.
He knows how to wrap it up. Yeah. And number 1, I had Color Purple.
Okay, great. So we're on the same page there. Steve certainly has its detractors. They can all go to hell. For my money, it just seems like an intentional zag. They're not wrong about some of the things they don't like. His movies can feel very saccharine. His movies feel a little on the nose sometimes. He does big budget blockbuster stuff. But like, if that's your reason why you think he's not good,
you just sound like a jerk.
Yeah.
It's
like, did you watch the movie? You
Right.
know, like, because they're good.
Yeah.
For
It's
the
a good
most
story.
part. Yeah.
Made me cry.
Right. He does reuse a lot of the same things. I think he's such a brilliant tactician that he can get past that.
Yeah. It's like his thing.
Yeah.
And he's pumping them out.
And I don't think
Part of his production thing also is that, him using all the same people. I heard Daniel Day-Lewis say like how impressed he was when he was on set with just like these guys. It's like 3 takes, they're all doing their thing. It's fast and they accomplish.
You mean the people he's working
in production,
with? Yeah.
The whole production itself.
Yeah. There's like a shorthand.
It's tight.
Yeah. And they've worked together so much that they just know what they need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course it's going to elicit many things that are similar.
Yeah.
Which is why I made that point.
Right.
Certain movie things that that's a Steven Spielberg thing.
Authors tend to write about the same subject matter.
He's an auteur
He's
who doesn't write.
It's just because he's so successful. That's where I've come
They're just
down
jealous.
To. I don't know if they're jealous, but like when something's so far above and away the thing that's praised, people are always trying to take it down a peg.
Yeah.
And
I think people think
he's
that
made
he's
some clunkers.
doing it to make money.
Right.
But really, if they look into the dude just loves making movies.
He just likes to tell the stories that he likes to tell, and they've made money because he's savvy. Their movies are good,
and he's a child of a certain generation. He grew up watching, the 40s movies and all of that stuff, and the 50s movies that are just like telling the greatest generation,
and a little bit of his luck. I mean, if he had been here 20 years before or after, the industry might have already been changed. We can't tell that for sure because he changed the industry. Mm-hmm. So maybe it would have happened sooner if he came out. I doubt it, but it kind of, the mid 70s was a time where people were really looking into films, and it was the perfect time to have that sort of thing. More accessible in theaters, bigger budgets, and then it worked, and so everything got turned up to 11. I'm talking about with Jaws. Like, it worked with Jaws. It made so much money that now he's going to...
Close Encounters, too.
Worked with Close Encounters, too. That's my point.
Right.
Is it because it was the right time, or was he just that good? I think there's
it was
a combination.
Also, he was best friends with all the other huge directors of the 70s who changed film. They did it as a group.
They did it all as a group.
Scorsese, De Palma, and...
But he and Lucas were really the ones that did it on a commercial scale.
Route. Yeah. Yes. Which is cool. It's cool that a friend group, they all they kind of did it their own way.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, so I was going to say he's such a brilliant tactician while he's been able to find the heart and the characters of his stories. The heart in his characters and in his stories. It's just hard for me to grasp that someone doesn't like anything that Spielberg has done. Like, he's done so many different styles of movies while sort of grounding them in his world. It's just like, you can't find one you don't like? I don't buy it.
Well, I'm sure even his detractors are like, I like Jaws. But, you know,
They should.
I think that they don't see a lot of depth or artistry in him.
That's
which
fair.
Is dumb.
It is. I don't agree.
I don't agree either.
Whether it's camera movement, shot composition, heartbeat of the stories, he certainly knows how to use the medium. He's just like, he's got that thing that knows how to tell a visual story. So before our last break, we're going to do best scenes, non-action edition. Just best scenes from a Steven Spielberg movie. I got a bunch.
Damn.
What?
I just got to 9.
Okay, I have 8. So I guess I don't have that many. Well, one of them's a tie. I'll go first.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
I will. When Indy is telling those dudes about the Ark in the beginning of Raiders, it's just great exposition. They're all sitting down in the library. He's like drawing stuff up on the chalkboard. Didn't you guys ever go to Sunday school? He's like shitting on him a little bit. It's just great.
Good one.
When Oscar Schindler breaks down because he feels he could have saved more people.
Yeah.
That's a good scene. And I'm going to move on because that movie is intense. David Lynch at the end of The Fabelmans.
Ooh, good one.
Just fantastic. What do you see in that picture there? No, where's the horizon? He's like, okay, great. Now move over to that picture. What do you see in that picture? Well, there's 2 dudes. No. Where's the fucking horizon? It's so good. It's really
I love
funny.
that scene.
It's a really good way to end that movie.
The movie's pretty darn good.
I'll hold my thoughts. Mm-hmm. When Grant traumatizes the kid at the beginning of Jurassic Park.
Damn.
So funny. Looks like a big turkey. Number 4, Euclid.
Made
All
list.
things that are equal to the same thing are also equal to each other. And he's trying to tell the delegates, trying to give a message to the delegates to keep them in Richmond or wherever the hell. And your guy's in that scene.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
I know.
The scene in Close Encounters where he's driving and he comes up to a stoplight and the ship kind of rises up. You think it's a cop car and then the lights rise up. Oh, good stuff.
Didn't know whether to put it in this one or action.
I didn't either. I put it in this one. Oh, okay.
It made my action list.
Okay. It's kind of an in-between.
It was tough. Like some sequences are like, oh, there's not action. Is this action? Yeah.
Yeah. The scene where Captain Miller tells the troop who he was before the war.
Yeah.
In Saving Private Ryan. And I got a 2 for my number 1. Chief Brody and the kid at the dinner table where the kid is mimicking him in Jaws. And the Indianapolis speech in Jaws. So there's that.
So there's that.
What have you, Jack?
Number 9, similarly, Indiana Jones. I got the scene in the blimp
Oh, nice.
with him and his dad.
It's really good.
He's just like, we didn't talk. He's like, I remember the last time we shared a drink together? He's like, I had a milkshake. He's like, what did we talk about? We didn't talk. We never talked. So good.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Number 8. The school dance in West Side Story.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I was impressed. It got me.
Yeah.
Did the job. Number 7. Scene where his first time he's doing all the pre-crime stuff in Minority Report, and he's like he puts the classical music on, and he's like, and we're like, what are we watching right now? This is awesome. And then the next time he does it, he sees himself in it. But the first time,
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
He's doing all the finger movements.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's cooking. What am I on? 6?
I don't know.
Frank Abagnale pretends to be a teacher.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
And
it's
the old
not
lady comes in.
Abagnale. It's not Abagnale. Frank Abagnale.
Yeah, and he gets to mess with the kid who was being his bully, and then the old lady comes in and she's all mad. She's like, "Oh, what are they wasting my time for?"
I just thought of another
and
one.
then it goes into It goes straight into like the principal telling the parents that your son has been doing it for a week, pretending to be a teacher for a week, and meanwhile he's in the office telling the girl how to fake the thing. It's just great.
Fold it, because when you fold it in your pocket, because that's the first thing you do.
Number 5. I'm not even going to number these anymore. I don't know where I am.
Just read them.
Let's see. Montage of all the guys in Lincoln, doing their due, trying to get the votes.
Oh,
where it's just going between all of them. You know what I mean?
They're like one really like funny part. Or those guys are great.
It's so good.
Not him. He damn near murdered me.
4, the editing scene in Fabelmans where he finds out that his mom's been having an affair. Brilliant.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh, it's the best scene of the movie. It's so good. He's just
the best scene of the movie is with David Lynch.
No, he's like editing his movie, and it's like a little process part of it where you get to see how he edits the movie, and then he's just like he's in his bag and he's cooking, and then he just like notices that his mom touches Seth Rogen in a weird way, and then he flips back and forth between the two things. It's awesome.
It's pretty good.
Movie making at its finest.
Pretty good.
Number 3. Euclid,
dude.
Number 2, when E.T. makes the toys fly.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good.
So Spielberg.
Wow, I didn't have anything from E.T.
I know. Number 1, I had the Indianapolis speech.
Shark goes under the water. That's not from the Indianapolis speech. I just like that part. I thought about putting a bunch of just like random Quint quotes in throughout the entire 2. I might just do it anyway.
Yeah.
I don't need notes.
No. I see you got your rubbers.
You all know me. Know how I make a living. Are we moving on?
Yeah, number 1, Indianapolis. Done.
Yeah, you said, okay, great. Are we at a break?
Yes.
Oh, we're at a break. Let's take a break. And then we'll come back and we'll make more Jaws references. Give me your hands.
You go inside the cage. Cage goes in the water. You go in the water. Shark's in the water. Our shark.
All right, we're back. You got city hands. You've been counting money all your life. I tried to remember which quote I did.
I was like, he's definitely doing a Quint quote as soon as we come back.
You saw the wheels turning a little bit. Here's just swimming with bow-legged women. Steve, an icon, an absolute legend in the industry. We've talked about it. Doesn't really matter how you slice it. He may not be your cup of tea, but his impact on the film landscape, especially the American film landscape, is undeniable. He's delivered some of the most memorable shots, moments, lines, everything in between in his almost 60 years in the industry. So I wanted to do a list of most iconic Spielbergian moments.
I like my list.
I like my list too. I kept it pretty minimal.
Yeah, because it's iconic.
It's like iconic. These are the things you remember.
Yeah.
So
I got 7.
away. You got 7. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So,
Number 7.
I feel like I wanted to put. I'm going to put something else while you're doing it.
You're just not going to pay attention to me.
I'm listening.
I'm joking. Number 7.
Yeah.
D-Day.
Yeah. I almost put that on here.
I was thinking the other day, I think it's probably like my second earliest memory of hearing about a huge deal in the movie theaters. I didn't see it in theaters. I was 7 years old when it came out.
Yeah.
I'd say Titanic is number 1 because we actually saw that and that was a huge thing.
Right.
But I remember it being like, I remember hearing about, the first 20 minutes
you have to see the first
Saving Private Ryan is like the craziest thing ever. And then I watched it at some point pretty early on in my life, maybe secretly or something with friends. I don't know, but was just like, wow, this is crazy.
This is as gnarly as they say.
And it was game changing. I mean, like now looking at that, it seems it's still very insane watching it, especially in 4K.
Sure.
It's awesome. But at the time, like the bullets going through the water and like none of that stuff happened in movies before.
Yeah, they had like blood splatter on the lens of the camera. It felt like they were shooting it like documentary style.
Right.
And it was very cool. Like he had a bunch of cameramen. I think I saw something where maybe it was on a special features or something. Or you're going to talk about it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I might talk about it.
My bad.
Might be in the next episode.
Oh, okay. Great. Remind me to talk about this.
Okay.
If you don't talk
I'm
about
sure
it.
it'll come up. The scene's going to come up again. We'll just say that.
I think it will.
Number 6, the 5 notes from Close Encounters.
I had that on my list.
I think apparently they tried a bunch of different options.
Yeah.
John Williams is like, this is the one.
Just let me handle it, guys.
Yeah. It's so awesome. The movie's really good.
It's really good.
Number 5, the girl in the red coat from Schindler's List.
Oh, that's a good one. Didn't have that.
That was the thing.
Yeah, was the thing.
Number 4, the barrels in Jaws.
Oh, also didn't have that.
Now I just thought of one that I probably should have done. That's probably going to be yours.
I have
your
two.
Jaws
I have two Jaws representations.
Okay, yeah. Just thought of probably
Yeah,
the more iconic one.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, the barrels is great. I don't know if it's as iconic as the thing that I'm going to say.
Yeah, right. All right. Can't win them all. Number 3, the opening of Raiders.
Okay, yeah.
Specifically, probably the
boulder.
The boulder.
Yeah. Didn't make my list. That's a good one.
Number 2, the cup of water in Jurassic Park.
That was my number 2.
Number 1, flying over the moon in E.T.
That was my number 1. So we're right there.
We're right there.
All right. I had shooting the guy in Raiders. The guy with the and everybody's always like, oh no, he was actually gonna train and do a fight. He got sick, so we just shot him. Yeah. So I chose that.
Which I always think about that little fact, and it's like, well, they clearly had to like go back and like reshoot it of him actually shooting the guy because like his gun isn't gonna like fire off with the special effects if they're not ready for it. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just like loaded in his pocket.
I think they probably have blanks ready.
I think
think they waited for him to get better and then shot it?
Waited for him to get better.
Well, they did. They had a whole fight scene planned, but Harrison Ford had dysentery. So they were like, we got to get this shot today. He's like, why don't I just shoot him?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he just did it, though, like without anybody knowing.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, they knew.
Right.
They knew.
And they let it happen.
You didn't think I could get a Spotlight reference in here, and I did.
We only had one more list to go.
We're right at the end of the podcast, and he got Mark Ruffalo'd.
Oh, man. Didn't see it coming.
Some of my best work.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
I already have the Spotlight planned for part 2.
Great.
Wait, am I doing a list?
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting the guy in shooting the guy in Raiders. Right. We covered it. They knew.
Mine's better.
The Jaws score dropping in the opening credits.
Yeah. The Jaws score is definitely the most iconic.
Well, I have another one on my list about Jaws. So, the music notes from Close Encounters, we got that. The chief
over the Jaws score.
No, you're probably right. I probably had that ranked wrong. Iconic. Close Encounters, great. Iconic for the time. Still iconic, but
fell off a little bit.
Doesn't really live up in the Jaws sense, which is still everybody's favorite movie, and rightfully so. Then I had 3? I had Chief Brody shot, the zoom in, zoom out.
Oh.
That's, I think, the most iconic Jaws thing.
Yeah, sure.
So.
I think the score is.
Lily was the one who was like, why don't you have the Chief Brody shot on here? I was like, just chill. And let me do my list. And then I was like, but also
Make
you're
your
right.
own podcast.
Editing my whole thing. You did this wrong and you didn't include the Chief Brody shot. It's like, you're 12. Get off my case.
There was a moment we were watching Tintin as a family. And I was like, at a point in that movie towards the end where I had no idea what was going on. And Lily's over here just calling out shots. So it's like, oh, this is going to happen in this scene. It's just like, okay, you're right.
You're right.
Didn't think of that. What is happening?
She gets it, man. She does that in a lot of different movies. You know what she said the other day is we were hanging out and I forget what I forget why it did come up for a reason, but she kind of leaned over to me and she's like, we need to watch Midnight Run again. And I was like, oh, God, it just makes me happy that you think
That's
these
awesome.
things.
Yeah.
She said that about The Fugitive recently too.
Oh,
we rewatched The Fugitive
couldn't
on
agree
her
more.
movie night. She picked it, and I was just like, this is great.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, and
Fugitive's
you
like a
have
less
kids,
funny Midnight
right?
Run.
If you're out there and you have kids, show them cool movies, because if they like movies, they're gonna like these movies.
Yeah. And they will probably like movies more if you show them the good ones.
I was thinking about it. My kids, I've not seen like every movie, but they have such a wide range of personal catalog of movies they've seen for kids their age. Also, and again, this is not
Yeah,
me.
You're their dad.
I know, but also this is not me. They want to watch movie quizzes on YouTube. And so like when we've talked about this somewhat before, I can't remember when, but like when a scene comes up, they're like, this is crazy. What's that from? I'm like, oh, that's from whatever.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, so this is from Taxi Driver. I was like, you cannot go to school and tell people you know things about Taxi Driver. They're going to think I'm a psycho. They're going to take you away from me.
That was like me playing Seen It when I was a kid.
Right.
And watching the frog scene from Magnolia.
Right.
being
And you've
like,
never
"What
seen
the hell
Magnolia,
is
but
this?"
now you remember it. And yeah, so it's a lot of that stuff. I think I'm doing a list. So most iconic moments, number 2. We talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
Water Ripple. I think that's the right call. And number 1 is the E.T. going in front of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the most iconic movie shot of all time.
Yep. It's up there.
It's like, and it's like at the beginning of all the Amblin stuff now.
Right.
So like you, as 90s kids, any Amblin movie that comes out, we're
You
like,
see it first.
There you go.
Right.
E.T. There he is. So there it is. Speaking of, this actually was a really good unintentional segue. Our guy doesn't just direct movies. He created Amblin. He created DreamWorks. He's produced a lot of movies. Steve always wins. He always gets the piece, Puts his name
He's
on a
in
lot
there.
of things. If it hits, great. If it doesn't, well, we'll get the next one. He gets things made. He's probably the most well-known in the big players of what gets decided to be made. I didn't say that in grammatic English, but I mean, there's obviously big producers out there, but I don't think people know those names as readily as they know Steven Spielberg, and he's one of them. So I wanted to finish this part 1 of this Steven Spielberg exploration, and we're like way ahead of time too, by the way, so feel free to talk about it as much as you want. Favorite movies that Spielberg produced but did not direct. So I don't know how we did this where like we have so much extra time here at the end of this.
It's not a very long doc.
Yeah, I thought we would just like go off on a bunch of tangents.
We kind of did. What are we at?
We're like barely at an hour. Part 2 is going to be
good.
longer
Because
we're going to talk about the whole filmography.
Is this the first time that we've planned for 2 parts? I think it is. So I think that's why it's
Did we not plan PTA to be 2 parts? Maybe we didn't.
I don't even remember PTA.
We did it with Graham.
Oh, yeah.
That got off the rails.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know if we planned
There's 3
2
of us.
parts or if it was just like
This is also the first 2-part with only 2 of us.
Oh, so we were going to have Adam and have a third person rank. So that's plus,
what's going on here.
Nobody knows how much Adam's going to talk, so
Well, I mean, if there's 3 people giving lists, it takes
a
a
lot
lot
longer. That's okay. This is a nice list. We don't want to overload Spielberg.
Fine.
After this, I'm going to read through the filmography. There we go. That'll take an hour and a half.
Nah, we'll save it for the next one.
No. We're going to do it.
No, because like it's kind of related to like something that happens in the next one.
I got a whole thing planned out for the next one. All right, fine. We'll save it for the next one. Give your list of best movies that our guy Steve did not direct, but he produced. What are you doing?
Shut up. Leave me alone. Hamming it.
Did not make my list. He was on the press tour for that.
Five Goes West.
Wow. Great poll by you. Didn't make my list.
Really?
Nah, I didn't think of it. I forgot.
Men in Black.
That made my list.
Super 8.
I thought about it.
Mainly, I think I only saw it once in theaters.
I loved it in the theaters.
Yeah.
I bought it on
it's
Blu-ray.
It's probably the most Steven Spielberg movie that is not a Steven Spielberg movie.
I'll give you that.
Except for maybe one of them.
Feels Steven Spielberg-y.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it a lot since I first bought it on
Also,
Blu-ray.
J.J. Abrams does a lot of lens flares.
A lot of lens flare. He's
Like
like
in all of his movies. He's like the king of
wishes
it.
he was Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
I mean, don't we all?
I think
But
knowingly wishes he was
yeah,
Steven
like
Spielberg.
on the nose wishes he was Steven
Yeah.
Spielberg.
You can be inspired by people.
That's fine.
It's fine.
But when
He's
you
fine.
ruin Star Wars, I'm not going to want to revisit your movies as much.
I don't know if that one was totally his fault. I mean, it's his movie, but it seemed like pretty convoluted situation.
That's true, but
He also made a good one.
he made the first and the third, so he set up all the questions in the first, and then corrected all the questions that he set up, and then that
yeah, but it
Ryan
was just
Johnson
like the
answered.
cleanup act for the third one.
Yeah,
But
he
clean it
didn't-
up. I get it.
he
I mean, it's
ruined it.
horrible.
It's bad, actively bad.
First one's good though.
First one's pretty solid. But that I'll never get over this. It seems to me that in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, it seems to me that they didn't have a plan of what each movie would be. They were just we're gonna make a movie, and then we're gonna make the next movie, and then we're gonna tie it into the third movie. It's like, how do you not have a 3-movie arc? It's just really bad job. Still makes me mad. Sorry, I didn't mean to get us derailed. This is what I planned on happening and making a short
Right.
doc. for
Number
Steve
4,
Jobs.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. Made my list.
Number 3, True Grit. Love that he was on there.
Whoa, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Executive produced, but still. Number 2, The Goonies.
Yes.
Also very Spielberg coded.
Yeah.
And number 1, Back to the Future.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Good. Didn't know about
Didn't know about True Grit?
True Grit.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. All right.
His next movie is going to be a Western also. Should we say
And he
that
says
now?
it kicks ass.
Yeah, he's already stoked
Yeah.
about it.
He's like, it's not, he doesn't have all the tropes, but it has guns and horses and it kicks ass. I was
Yeah.
like, fucking, can I buy tickets now?
Yeah.
I don't even care. They said that about Fincher too, that he was going to make a Western next, and then he didn't. But that happens a lot with him.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
What do you call it? It's pushed till November.
Yeah,
gonna
but it's getting IMAX release.
IMAX release, yeah.
2 weeks, and then straight
Cliff
to
Booth.
Netflix.
Yeah, are you going to go and see it in IMAX?
Color me intrigued.
Same, but it's like when it really is just going to be 2 weeks and then it's going to be on Netflix. It's tough sometimes.
I think I'll try.
I think I'll try too. That's also the time of year where like I get very strategic about which movies I go see in theaters because they release a lot of movies at the end of the year and I just can't get to the theaters for all of them. So
Yeah.
this one is absolutely going to be on Netflix in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say I might wait.
Yeah.
We'll see. Number 6, I had Poltergeist. Very famously his baby, and kind of it's pretty scary. I don't love
Yeah.
that movie, but I went with the classic. Number 5, Men in Black. We got it. Number 4, Gremlins. I love Gremlins.
It's been a while. I used to love it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Gremlins 2 is really good too.
Yeah. I feel like I liked Gremlins 2 more as a child. I don't remember.
I think it's funnier and less scary. We probably watched it more. I really like both those movies. And then, no, you had Roger Rabbit at 4. I added at 3, and then 2 and 1 Goonies and Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies of all time. Still love it. Still slaps, as the
He's
kids
got
say.
the DeLorean in Ready Player One.
I noticed. That was fun too on Ready Player One. All the kids like knew the references.
Yeah.
Even the Shining reference, they were like, "Is this a Shining?" I was like, "Yes." Like, "Is this spoilers?" I was like, "Maybe." Don't pay attention too much.
Yeah, it was crazy when that happened.
That was wild. Pretty good. Steve, our guy.
Part 1.
We're gonna talk about him a lot more coming up.
Yeah.
Turns out this episode was pretty much only an hour, so we can do another half hour of Quint quotes if you want.
By all means.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Again, if you would like to reach out to us, the longlistpodcast@gmail.com is the place to do it. We would love to hear from you. And we are going to say thank you for listening to this episode. And next week's episode will be part 2 of our discussion of Steven Spielberg. We're going to record that right now.
Yep.
And see you in a little bit. So thanks for listening.
Thanks, everybody. Peace.